Millions customizing supercars, an entire private island, and a house so expensive it'll make you sick. Those are only 3 of the most stupidly expensive things YouTubers own. First up, we've got to talk about Jake Paul, because becoming the problem child wasn't just a nickname, it became a business strategy. While most people his age were figuring out their next career move, Jake was busy turning controversy into cash and building an empire worth millions. And trust me, his lifestyle proves it. See that insane mansion overlooking Puerto Rico? Yeah, that's not a vacation rental. That's Jake Paul's massive 12,800 square foot compound, complete with 8 bedrooms, a guest house, a 6-car garage, and entertainment spaces so extravagant they look like something out of a Hollywood movie set. But luxury like this doesn't come cheap. The property reportedly cost Jake a staggering $16 million. Unspeakable didn't just buy a mansion. Back in 2020, he straight up bought an entire private island resort, complete with its own dock and private beach. This place is so massive you'd need directions just to move around. It sits on 11 acres of land. That's bigger than 8 NFL football fields. Just reaching the front door means crossing multiple bridges. And it doesn't stop there. The house is stacked with a movie theater, massive game room, 6 bedrooms, a jacuzzi, and even a private elevator. When you add it all up, this property cost him over $3 million. And that was only house number 1. And from here on out, the homes only get more expensive. Trust me, the next ones are even crazier. But honestly, nothing compares to FaZe Rug's obsession. The guy is straight up addicted to buying houses. He's moved 5 times in just 7 years, and this time he went all out, dropping $4.4 million on his dream home. Welcome to the new FaZe Rug Mansion. Outside, it's already insane. A custom FaZe-branded basketball court, a massive pool, and even a mini golf course. But the real flex starts when you walk inside. Giant artwork everywhere, including a legendary Kobe piece. And yeah, some interesting taste choices too. But his biggest flex isn't on the walls, it's inside them. After stacking all those YouTube checks, Brian built one of the craziest hidden setups you'll ever see. Secret rooms, insane tech, and features that look like they took forever to build. This place is next level. And no, this isn't just a normal house tour. Steve is balling too. This guy spent millions building what might be the ultimate man cave.
So Steve has 2 penthouses. One he turned into a bedroom, and the other is his house. So this penthouse, it's his bedroom.
The moment you walk in, you're greeted by a life-size dinosaur skeleton. There's even a shark swimming inside his fish tank. But that's still not the wildest part. His bedroom has its own bar with a flamethrower, and his bed faces a massive 100-inch TV, so he's not missing a thing. But the second penthouse is where it gets ridiculous. It's packed with a private gym, a fully stocked grocery store, and even a wellness pod. A $30,000 sleep setup that feels like stepping into another universe.
It's a $30,000 sleeping bed.
It's like got the music and stuff.
I feel like I'm going into like another universe.
This is where Steve used to live, but then he took this apartment and made it his own personal gym.
So this used to be my master bedroom. Now it's just a leg press and leg extension.
None of this comes cheap. Located in one of Miami's most expensive neighborhoods, this double penthouse setup reportedly cost Steve around $6 million. Steve's got the home of his dreams, but sometimes a place this insane can turn into a nightmare. Back in 2019, the Ace family were absolutely balling. They were dropping millions on Lambos, Rolls Royces, flying private, and even building a $12 million mega mansion. Their lifestyle looked straight out of a movie. But eventually, the spending caught up with them. By mid-2021, the house was reportedly facing foreclosure, and they were ultimately forced to move out. After sitting on the market for months with no buyers, the mansion was finally sold. A perfect example of how fast things can change.
We only have 5 hours before Fede gets here.
The Stoke twins cashed out and became the proud new owners of this insane mansion. Over the next couple of months, they transformed their backyard into pure madness. Welcome to their very own outdoor theme park. It's got roller coasters, games, food stands, and somehow they even built 2 roller coasters. They turned their backyard into a full-on water park. This place is unreal. But living like this doesn't come cheap because the Stoke Twins sanctuary reportedly cost over $9.5 million. That's insane. And speaking of wild, we have to talk about iShow Speed because Speed is famous for dropping crazy money. He spent 6 figures on a robo-dog, $500,000 on cars, and hundreds of thousands on Roblox items. In 2023, he went even bigger, buying his first house for $10 million. And when he's not relaxing by the pool or hitting the home gym, he's streaming to millions from his insane $100,000 gaming setup. Welcome to iShowSpeed's world. This is the gaming room everyone dreams of. And yeah, he's got Ronaldo memorabilia everywhere, which is kinda next level. But it gets even stranger with this next YouTuber. Tobin Jacobs' idea of fun, covering basically everything in his house with anime girls. What even is this place? It looks like straight-up nightmare fuel. This has to be one of the weirdest personal art museums ever. We're talking a 30-foot Nico Bellic statue in the backyard, 15 massive posters in the living room, and an army of moist CR1icles in the entrance hall. And there's one character he might have taken a little too far. Dream. This man went completely overboard. What's next? Dates with fictional characters? Oh, he actually did that. Yeah, he has officially lost it. Someone call the rehab squad. But check this out. KSI is also spending absolutely insane amounts of money. And honestly, it's hard to tell if he's really getting his money's worth. London property prices are next level, and while his home might be worth $11 million, is it really worth that much? The place has a living room that looks straight out of a luxury hotel, another living room just for his bedroom, and even a dual shower, apparently for when Simon comes over. The more you see this house, the more it's clear KSI is living large, but maybe not $11 million large. Entering a £10 million house and you start wondering, how do you even change the light bulbs? Call an expert? Or just have your PA handle it? He's got a YouTube room, a chef for meals, barely touches laundry, and sometimes just boils an egg if he's feeling it. Honestly, KSI probably doesn't even know everything that's in his own house. Another bathroom here, a shower there. It just keeps going. This is what living like a 100-millionaire looks like. But even that doesn't come close to David Dobrik's place. This guy went all out, buying a massive mansion that looks straight out of a movie. There's an infinity pool right out front, a full basketball court in the backyard. Everything about it screams flex. It's tucked away in the upscale Sherman Oaks neighborhood, so you already know this place wasn't cheap. Since buying it in 2020, David has gone crazy customizing every corner of the house. There's an Iron Man statue sitting in the living room, custom art everywhere you look, and even a fruit punch machine built into the wall, straight out of Mr. Deeds. At this point, it feels like he's buying things just because he can. The house itself reportedly cost $12 million, and every detail shows it. From insane sculptures to oversized custom furniture, this place is pure YouTuber excess. David's clearly got money to burn, and his mansion proves it. And look, we've seen how YouTubers spend their millions, but now it's time we add a few zeros, because we've got to talk about how MrBeast spends his billions. See, for a billionaire like Jimmy, he hasn't really spent much on himself. But his house, on the other hand, is boring as hell. I mean, there's no fancy art, no chandeliers, no jacuzzi. Can you believe there's not even a jacuzzi? Not even some damn curtains. It's basically like my place, except I'm not a billionaire. But make no mistake, his tiny apartment is only a fraction of his massive empire. Because just outside those apartment walls, you'll find several giant warehouses where he films his videos. A wall covered in YouTube play buttons, an NBA-sized basketball court with his name on it, and since his goal is to get swole, a personal gym. That's what I told my trainer I want to look like in 18 months. To be honest, it's not very motivating because it just looks kind of creepy. I don't know, the head, the eyes aren't even open in that photo. It's just a little creepy. It is very creepy. That's just weird. Why would you want this in your gym? But I guess when you're worth $1 billion, have the most subscribers on YouTube, and have given away hundreds of millions to others, you can do whatever you want.